everyone, welcome to SFC Markets and Finance. Southern International Forum of Finance and Economics 2023 took place in Guangzhou. This year, the theme of the forum is recovery and new circulation, new generation of industry and a new logic of capital. Experts from all over the world came together to share their insights on global economy and the Chinese economy. What takeaways can we learn from the forum? SFC's Hongzhou brings the report. Hello, Hongzhou.
Hello everyone, I am SFC reporter Hongzhou. I'm currently at the venue of Southern International Forum of Finance and Economics 2023. The forum has been established since 2019 and has become a renowned financial forum at the Greater Bay Area. And this year, the forum puts a focus on the recovery of the global markets. Experts and leaders from international financial institutions are sharing their ideas on trade, innovation, and the global capital markets. The guests include a Nobel Prize-winning economist and heads of stock exchanges from all around the world, and also global asset management giants. They've been giving very informative keynote speeches. That'll be the basics of the forum. For more highlights, I'm handing over to our host back at the studio.
Thank you, Hongzhou. At the forum, the 2011 Nobel Prize for Economics, Professor of New York University, Thomas Sargent, gave a keynote speech about globalization, innovation, and trade. He pointed out tariffs and subsidies are the headwinds of globalization.
But the world's a complicated place, and there's headwinds against economic growth and sharing ideas. And some of them come from political measures in my own country in terms of tariffs, subsidies, and trade wars. Most economists in any country do not like monopolies. They like competition. So economists think monopolies are bad because even when they operate efficiently, they produce too little and charge too much. But in my own country, there's another reason not to like monopolies. They have less incentive to operate efficiently. So if you think about industrial policies, like some that are being put in my country, or tariffs that have been put on by both President Trump and President Biden, they have many adverse effects. They protect monopolies, and they promote what economists call rent-seeking activities. You see this in the United States, where instead of trying to produce a new idea, businessmen try to get some of the money that the government has allocated to subsidize. And finally, there are some things that concern scientists in my own country that are barriers to sharing technologies and scientific ideas across countries. So those are bad because the more scientists talk to each other, the more and how they cooperate and compete, it produces good things for the whole world. So I think there's ways that scientists and entrepreneurs across the world are trying to make progress despite these barriers. But this is something that's, in my country, is the theme of this decade. So nevertheless, I'm optimistic that these headwinds will be overcome, and a conference like this makes me optimistic that they will be.
Foreign stock exchanges also shared their insights on IPO markets and welcomed Chinese companies to list overseas. Let's listen to their views.
Chinese capital markets are continuing to open up, supporting the broad aspirations of China's growing numbers of companies, expanding the scope of their overseas operations. And the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area, GBA, is one of the most open, internationalized, and economically dynamic regions in China. The London Stock Exchange's engagement in China is very much in tune with the goals set for the GBA. promoting the use of capital markets platforms to support Chinese companies going global and UK-listed companies expanding into China, supporting sustainable development and cross-border transactions feeds in well to the GBA's 4 main development goals: building an international innovation centre, becoming a benchmark for green transformation, exploring new models for coordinated supply chain development, and establishing a national platform for high-level opening up. The development of the GDR and CDR Connect framework governing issuance by Chinese-listed corporates of GDRs on foreign exchanges recognises that both of our markets benefit from companies being able to access a wider pool of capital and have the ability to deploy that capital in the markets where they are expanding. It helps Chinese companies access the most successful DR listing platform in Europe, with over 160 DR programs raising close to $100 billion over the past 2 decades. And it helps investors in London access formidable Chinese companies. For Chinese companies, it also enables access to much-needed development capital to support their overseas expansion projects with greater ease and at greater speed. And for UK-listed companies, it enables tapping into pools of capital to which they had previously little to no access. Companies like SDIC and Mingyang Smart Energy, with significant existing and planned projects in clean energy generation in the UK, have both benefited from their presence in London and the earning of the London Stock Exchange Green Economy Mark, which recognises companies' green credentials and helps global investors identify those companies that meet their green investment criteria. The latest expansion of the Connect GDR and CDR routes to include both Shanghai and Shenzhen exchanges is a major development which both widens and diversifies the candidate pool for GDR issuance.
Our listed companies form a powerful community committed to good governance and societal impact. Industry-leading trading technology, combined with the guidance of experienced traders, creates higher market quality for New York Stock Exchange market participants. We advise private companies, private equity and venture capital firms, investment bankers and others on the IPO landscape, New York Stock Exchange initiatives, and listing venue selection. This year, we saw the green shoots of a warming IPO market with a number of notable New York Stock Exchange listings leading the way. IPO market activity spanned across sectors and countries, and I'm optimistic that we will continue to see deal flow pick up. So many great companies began their public lives with New York Stock Exchange IPOs, and they will continue to do so in the future. As many of you know, 2024 is the year of the dragon, which is generally thought to be an auspicious year. Perhaps this will bring good fortune for companies looking to IPO in 2024. We look forward to welcoming more Chinese companies to the New York Stock Exchange in 2024 and beyond.
That's all for today's show. Thank you for watching. See you.